Hi Virgo, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This Virgo is your general reading until the time of 5th of October. I'm going to pull the first three cards are going to represent the time between now and the end of September, and the next three cards are going to relate to in October. Okay, so let's get started. It's a general reading. I've already shuffled the cards. I've already meditated. Your love readings for September are still available to view on my channel, and they are actually fabulous, darlings. And your astrology September video working through the energy is also available to view on my channel as well. Okay, I hope you've had a really lovely birthday month so far, Virgo. As I said, my sister is a Virgo. Her birthday was on the 10th and I did not forget. So happy birthday, sis. I love you. And I said I need to put a timestamp. Anyway, let's get started, my darlings. So, okay. I mean, I'm not going to, that was the King of Wands, but I'm not going to pull it. I'm just going to put that back in. Okay, this is your first card. This relates to the universal, sorry, the very strong energy. The universal energy, or what the universe is trying to teach you at this time, and that is the Chariot. Okay, so this is movement, fabulous, and victory. Next card is what is coming towards you or your potential challenge. The third card is the outcome or experience, and that's in September. And the next three cards are for October, and the reason I keep them face down is just because I do read the energies, so I can get easily distracted by the energy. Okay, so I keep them face down so I can give you clarity on each card is my aim, darlings. Okay, so there might be a few more that want to come out, in which case these cards will be clarifying. I just pull there's a few actually for you. I just pull what, God, another one. This reading might go on a bit actually. Okay, so the first card for you, my darling Virgos, is the Chariot. This card is representative of the universe's energy, or what the universe is trying to teach you at this time. Okay, this is a card of balance. We've got the yin and the yang, or the masculine and the feminine, in perfect balance, and you are in control of those things. The sun and the moon in balance, you know, the internal emotion and the external actions in balance. So that means that you are being challenged with the number 7. You're being challenged to balance those two things out. You're being challenged to be authentic. You're being challenged to allow your feelings to be known, and take action on that, tell people that, act on that. If you feel a certain way, behave in the way that you feel. You know, if you are unhappy in a relationship, don't pretend that you're happy, for example. If you're unhappy in a job, don't pretend that you're happy. Talk about the fact, recognize the fact that you're unhappy, recognize those things. So this is really about that balance, the victory, and the ability to move toward a new direction, toward the things that you want. Okay, so that's really nice. Okay, and that's what the universe is trying to get you to see at this time. So the universe might challenge you. That means that things might come up, you know, experiences might happen that challenge, you know, this internal external connection. Okay, and there's another card that wants to come out for this. Oh, there's a lot of energy for you guys. It might be both of them actually. I think it's this one. And this one is these two. So these two are clarifying the Chariot. And I was about to start saying, wasn't I, that, you know, some of you, the universe might, you know, create instances that challenge, that force you to challenge this balance, that actually force you to question if you are being authentic, and why you are not being authentic, why you feel unable to be yourself, why you feel unable to speak your truth, why you feel unable to go in the directions that you want to go in. Because clearly, look, I mean, we've got a lot of fear here with the 9 and with the 9 of Wands, and this is about, you know, really being traumatized by something. You might have had a difficult experience in the past, and that's stopping you from moving towards something that you want, for example. that's what this is about. This is about going within and looking at what is stopping your passion. The 9 is related to the Hermit card, which is your card. And you are the diligent earth sign. You are the detail-oriented work sign. You are able to manifest because the attention that you give, the focus, the attention to detail, you're able to manifest because of that, Virgo. So if you are struggling at the moment, if some of you feel like, nothing's happening, I'm putting all this work in, practically, I'm putting the work in, I'm putting the hours in at the office, I'm putting the work in the relationship, whatever it is, but nothing's happening, nothing's getting better, well, maybe you're not recognising the authenticity of your actions. Are you taking her out for dinner because you want to go out for dinner with her and spend time with her, or because she made you feel guilty that you didn't take her out, or vice versa, or whatever it is? If we don't have that balance, that if we're not honest with ourselves, it's hard to achieve balance and movement and victory. Okay, so this is saying that this might be some of the feelings that are holding you back. These might be some of the emotions that are challenging the Chariot energy at the moment. You might be, look, I always think with this man, he's sat there, this is your energy, our energy, earth energy, pentacles, all this promise in the background, all this wonderful things that he could be going towards, and he's got all the tools, the practical tools, the mental clarity, and yet he just doesn't do anything, doesn't move. Why? I mean, clearly you're afraid of something. Clearly you've been traumatized by something. Clearly something's stopped you believing in yourself. What is that? And why? You must reflect on that. I'm going to be putting a video up about meditation this month. I've talked a lot on Instagram and on Facebook over this last week and a half about mindfulness, about meditation, about reflection. Meditation means to reflect, to consider, to think over. That's what to meditate is. So that's what you must do. You must reflect, you must meditate, you must think over why you're in the situation that you're in, why you stop yourself from moving in the direction that you want to go in, Virgo. That's what you've got to do. You've got to decide. You've got to understand. You've got to look within. Okay, this is your next card. This card is related to what is coming towards you or your potential challenge. Well, this is good. This is positive. This is transformation. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be all welcoming it with open arms, especially when you've got this energy here. You might not welcome it with open arms. Let me put the Chariot on the top, actually. You might not welcome it with open arms, but it's what you blooming need, babe. It's what you need, Virgo. And I think that we struggle sometimes. We stay in situations because we just don't know how. We can't see a way out of it. We don't know how to get out of it. We don't think that things can be... Excuse me, sorry. It's a mess today. I'm a mess. And we just don't think things can get any better. We just don't think that that we can do anything, that our lives can be happy. I was a teacher for many years, 11 years. And I love teaching kids. I love kids. But I hated the job. I hated teaching. I hated it. The politics in this country around education and, academies and basically privatising public schools. And I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the politics of it all. But I stayed in a job that made me feel like I was lying every single day of my life. I felt like I was lying to these children's faces every single day for 10 years. And yet I stayed there because I was like, well, I love these kids. But did I stay there for that? Or did I stay there because I needed to pay my bills and because I was afraid of actually doing the thing that I wanted to do, which is what I'm doing now? I mean, I recognise that it was helpful for me to be in that situation and I needed it. And, I wouldn't be where I am now if those awful things didn't happen. But awful things didn't happen. I mean, it's not awful, but you know what I mean? It was traumatic. I'm very dramatic, darling. So the transformation comes and will come and can come for you as well. And it might be difficult. It's hard sometimes to let something go that we've been holding on to for so long, or to move in a different direction. Thank you, Tiny. To move in a different direction, because, you know, when we're used to being somewhere for so long, it can be so difficult. You know, the death card is about transformation, though, and I love this energy. I love it. I love experiencing this energy. When I've experienced the death card, it's been fabulous, and it's always been at the end of 2 weeks of intense, you know, stress or pain, or, I mean, physical pain. When I say I experience the energies, that is what I mean. So physically painful for me is this energy, but I welcome it, because things literally the next day you feel like magically, miraculously healed. It's so strange when this comes in, this energy. And it's the challenge is obviously letting something go, accepting something that has to change, you know, making that change, going in the direction of change. That's the challenge for you. Okay, but it's also the potential, what you could be, what could be coming towards you, and that means that you've got no control over an ending. And again, that can be very positive for us sometimes as well. Okay, this is your last card, which is your outcome or experience, and what a fabulous card to have. Okay, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So look here, we've got the Ace of Pentacles and we've got the Chariot card. So we've got a change of direction. We've got, sorry, this is really annoying me today. I do apologise. We've got this change of direction. We've got this this movement, and we've got, I'm going to take a picture. We've got this, oh my gosh, sorry. We've got this, a new beginning. You know, because we take direction, because we spend that time going within, looking within. There's a card that wants to come out, it's this one. We spend that time going within, looking within. There's a new beginning for us. You know, there's a new start for us. After death comes a new world, comes a new beginning, comes a new start. And this is practical. This is something that's in the world. So this could be a new relationship, or a new job, or a new boss, or a new way. Look at that. Or all those three. 444 foundations. Check out, my darling, the structures and foundations in your life. I'm really conscious that I'm talking very fast. Anyway. On my Facebook and my Instagram, Key Wisdom Tarot, I did a post a few weeks ago about the number 4 and repeating 4s, and it's got a lot of detail in it, and I urge you to read that. It's also on the community section on my on here on my Key Wisdom Tarot on YouTube. You have this chance, this opportunity for a completely new beginning, in completely new foundations, and a new life. The things that you want, whatever they may be, Virgo, whatever they may be, in whether they be relationships. Look at that. That's the Ace of Wands. So this is something that you're passionate about, and it could be job-wise. I mean, I don't know why I was talking about teaching, my experience, I suppose, but it could be that for some of you, you do decide to leave teaching. You're like, do you know what? I've had a blood enough of this job. I'm getting out of it. Sorry, this is so annoying. I do apologise. Is that better? There we go. There's a passionate new start coming for you. There's another card. Honestly, these cards today. Something that you love, something that you're passionate about. You know, it could be like, and I know it seems really dramatic when I say it, like, or I'm very blasé about it. Well, you know, I was teaching for 10 years, whatever, and now I'm doing this, and I make it sound like, oh yeah, you know, but it was the hardest thing, you know, to go towards something that I love, that I've always wanted to do, you know, not necessarily have a YouTube channel doing tarot readings necessarily, but this type of work I've always wanted to do. And just imagine knowing that. Like, you know that you want to do, like, you know that you want to be a photographer or a model, or I don't know, I'm talking about these things, I don't know, an artist. But you're an earth sign. You're practical, you know. You need to have a job, and I'm like me. I'm a Capricorn. You know, you need to have a job. You need to pay your bills, have that security in your life. They are what are important for us, right? And then you spend all those years doing that. Okay, well, I'll go to school. I'll get my qualifications. I'll get my degree at university or college, and I'll get the qualifications I need to do a job, and then I'll go do that job, and I'll work very hard at that job, and I'll get paid for that job, and I'll be happy. And you do that. You do all those things. You're a law-abiding citizen. You're very nice. You're very kind. You know, you've worked hard. You've built... But you're not happy. You're in that situation because you're afraid, some of you. You're afraid. For some of you, this could be... I don't know why this just came into my head, but sexuality-wise as well. So some of you were scared to... You know, you've been married to this, or you've been dating women all your life, or you're a heterosexual. Everyone thinks you're heterosexual, and there's a change gonna come. A change gonna come. You know, the only reason you are the way you are is because you're afraid. That doesn't mean, that's not like a throwaway comment about everything in your life. That will resonate with a specific area or thing in your life. And that's going to come to an end, and I'm glad. I'm happy for you, because it's something that, as I said, I know how hard it is to make those changes. It's really difficult. It is in every... Forget your ego. Forget the oh my word. It is tumultuous, difficult, challenging, everything. Hard, man. Hard. This one's been out next. But we get there. You get there. Look at that. New beginning. You know, you there is a new beginning strongly. The fact that these cards all wanted to come out. This is September. This is now. This is now. These cards you saw me pull the cards. You see how I do it. You know, the fact that we've got the Chariot. I'm going to stop touching the cards in a minute because that's annoying. We've got the Chariot. We've got Death. So we've got Chariot, movement, taking control, taking charge, having balance, moving in a direction that you want. We've got Death, endings, transformations, actually, not just endings. It's transformations. It's about a complete difference, complete change. This is doing my head in. I'm going to have to fix this in a bit. That's what the Death card's about. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Full. New beginnings, new starts. Moving in new directions, and ones that you love, that you keep beneath the surface. The fact that you love something else so much, you want to be an artist, a writer, a poet, a YouTuber, whatever it is, a gardener, I don't know. But you sort of are dismissive of it because you think that, you know, people might not respect you enough, or you might not get paid enough money or whatever. I mean, do you think I get paid the same money now that I did when I was at school? No way. I mean, obviously I got paid more money when I was a teacher. But I was miserable. And it's not because of the kids. I love the kids. It's all the politics about it. And I'm not going to talk about that again, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so go to what the things that you love, it seems to be. There's endings and beginnings, and the endings are coming in, and you've got to decide what direction you go in. Let's see what you decide then. Okay, this is October then. Universal energy, or what the universe is... Wow. This is what the universe is trying to teach you. Take charge, take control. Because everything and anything that you want to be able to do, you can do. You can achieve it. You can build it. You can grow it. You can have it. You can start it. You don't need, you know, it's like, you don't need anything else. You don't need... You say, you know, you need qualifications, you need money, you need that. You don't, what you've got right now is enough. And it's hard to believe that. Believe me, there's been times, there were times when I had nothing. I had my tarot cards, I had my tiny dog, I had my milk and my tea bags, I had nothing else, babe. I had nothing, I had no money. But I tell you what, I was happy, you know. And the universe provides, and believe me, the universe provides for me. I'm provided for now. I didn't have to wait 3 years before I'd done this business plan, before our website was finished, and blah, 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 before I could launch a business. I just did it. You need to go for it. You need to go for it. You need to recognise that you're able to. This is what the universe wants you to realise in October. When we start October, realise that you can. Realise that you can. Know that you can. And know that auspicious things will happen. to help you, to encourage you. This is your energy, isn't it? Virgo as well. Knight of Pentacles. This is what's coming towards you, or the potential challenge. This is that slow progress. The no stone left unturned card. That's why it's so slow. Because you're looking at everything. You're examining everything. Every piece of information. Every little bit, last bit of detail. You're looking at, how can I make this grow? How can I make this successful? What am I going to have to do? What is my task today? What is my task in this moment? And how is me completing this task, this small thing, going to help me to get to where I want to get to? That's this energy. And that could be in practical ways that we see outside at the, like doing a different job or getting some training or whatever. But it could be internally, like working through that, unpicking the decisions that you've made and rebuilding. This is a kind of building, of rebuilding, of going towards something, of going towards something that you want, okay? So the challenge is maybe the speed, the pace that it goes at. But look, we've got these two horses here. It's as if you transform from not moving, where you were before with the Four of Pentacles, not moving, stuck. You transform, that energy ends, and this is what you become. You actually realise, I can move toward the things that I want. I can go for those things. It's lovely to see the similarity in a way with these cards. They're not similar energies at all. They're very different energies actually to experience, but they are they link to each other. Do you know what I mean? They're connected to each other. So I wanted to just point that out for you. Okay, finally then, your outcome experience then for October, up to the 5th of October, is this card, the Four of what's this card? Cups. So Cups is about our emotions, isn't it? Our heart chakra, expressing our emotions, feeling our emotions, recognizing how we feel. And the battery might run out on my phone in a minute, so if it does, I'll have to turn it off, but I'm going to try and get to the end of this before it does. Fours are about, again, are the structures within our lives. So this is your emotional structures. This is how do you feel? That's what this card basically asks you to respond to. And this is, it's a bit sad, as in like sadness, this card. It's a bit sad in that way, because it's like, some of you, I feel sorry, because some of you you won't move in the direction that you want to. You won't make the changes that you want to make, even though you feel like this, despondent. Maybe bored, disinterested, but it's just because there's not, the passion isn't there, and you recognise it. And yet it's not that you feel trapped necessarily, but it's that you're not even looking and recognising that there is other opportunities for you. There is other love for you, or a work that you love and enjoy, or an opportunity that you want to be involved in. It's there. For some of you, you've got to lift up your head. You've got to pick up your art, your gaze, and really recognise that there is a new beginning. The universe wants to give you that. The universe is saying, look, transform, go with this energy, transform. You're doing the work, and it's never easy when we're working in our karmic cycles. It's never easy, because every month, every moon cycle, we go within. There's something that the universe wants us to recognise. It could be with relationships, with work, with money, with family, with our appearance, with our health, whatever, with our pets, whatever. And it really seems like for you, Virgo, there's like awareness is what is necessary for you. That's what you need, awareness of recognising. I just think if you work so hard, you work as hard as you work on something that you feel like that about. Just imagine if you worked as hard as you work on something that you feel like that about, passionate about. Just think how I mean, there's no limits. There's no limits to this, to your success. Absolutely no limits to your success. Zero. Because this is your energy, what you've got. This is what the universe wants you to realise, that you've already got it. Everything that you need, you've already got. And, you know, for you, that's what you need to see. That's what you need to feel. That's what you need to know. That's what you need to understand. If you put all that effort, all that work, all that attention like you do into something that makes you feel like this, imagine the success. Imagine the abundance. Imagine the joy, the happiness that you will receive if you put in that same effort to something that you actually care about and love and are passionate about. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say, Virgo. So I hope you take the hint, really. I hope you take the hint. I hope you get the message. I hope you do this, recognise this, go toward this, okay? And I wish you well, my loves. I will see you all in a couple of weeks with your new October love reading and October astrology video. And as I said, I'll be putting up videos for extra videos, so please subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, thank you, my darlings. Take care. Bye.